Hi and welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to be doing the preview for the Euro 2024 quarterfinals, as well as giving you my thoughts and predictions as to how I think the quarterfinals are going to go. So without wasting any time, let's get started. So as we know, the round of 16 has come and gone, and basically the Euro quarterfinals have now been set and locked in. Now, in at number one, we've got the tough one, the big one, the game which I feel everybody who's been watching the Euros so far will tell you that they would have hoped that somehow we would have a final of Germany versus Spain. However, due to the way in which the group stages went, Spain and Germany ended up falling on the same side of the bracket, which meant that they were bound to face each other sooner rather than later. And unfortunately for us, it's come now. And honestly, I feel this is a bit of a, I don't want to say it's a waste, but it's a bit too soon, man. Based on the way in which these two nations have been playing so far in the Euros, this fixture deserved to be a final in itself. But like I said, the fixture has come through in the quarterfinals, and it is what it is, you know. But yeah, the first fixture we've got, like I said, it's Germany versus Spain. These are the two nations in which I think categorically have been by far the best performing nations in these Euros. Honestly, they've just been a joy to watch, man. I mean, for going from Germany, watching Jamal Musiala playing very, very well for his country. Florian Wirtz started well, but then his form sort of tailed off towards the end of the group stages, which led to him being dropped for the round of 16. However, Germany are still playing good football. You know, they're playing very, very good football. And I'm actually enjoying watching Nagelsmann ball. You know, it's exciting to watch. And then at the back, you've got the madman Rudiger himself celebrating slide tackles and blocks whenever he makes them. And then on the other hand, you've got Toni Kroos dictating the tempo of the game with spraying diagonal passes. I mean, I think I saw a stat which said he completed the most passes throughout the in the group stages so far in the group stages in the tournament, and he's just been playing very well. But like I said, for me, the star man for Germany has been Jamal Musiala. Has been very, very good. He's been their best player and definitely a candidate for player of the tournament so far. I think as we speak currently, he is the joint top scorer with 3 goals. The other guys who also had 3 goals was Mika Tadze for Georgia, who've always obviously been eliminated, and who else? There was someone else with 3 goals as well, but I believe his country has also been eliminated, you know. But yeah, Musiala has been doing his thing. But then moving it on to the Spain side, you've got the two most exciting wingers that I have personally seen in this tournament so far: Lamine Yamal and Nico Williams. These boys have been balling out. I mean, balling out. Two pacey, direct, dribbler, skillful wingers who can create chances and score themselves. I mean, of course, Lamine Yamal hasn't scored yet so far in the tournament, but he's already gotten 2 assists. You know, he's played very, very well in all the games I've seen him play for Spain so far in the tournament, and so has Nico Williams. I mean, Nico Williams, for me, he's been brilliant, man. Like, I've enjoyed watching Jamal Musiala play throughout the tournament so far, but Nico Williams, man, the things he's doing, the way in which he's playing, like an old school winger, direct, fast, pacey, skillful as well, creating chances for his teammates, taking shots for himself. I think for me personally, in terms of the players I've really, really, really enjoyed watching in these Euros, my top 3 is definitely Jamal Musiala, Nico Williams, and Lamine Yamal. I mean, you could even add the likes of Ade Goulet, Cole Palmer in his little cameo that I've seen him do for England. He's played well as well. But anyways, back to Germany and Spain. I was basically saying those two kids, man, Lamine Yamal and Nico Williams, are playing some good football, exciting football. They literally keep you on the edge of your seat. You know, you're like, as soon as they get the ball, you're like, what are they going to do next? You know, but moving it away from those two kids, you've also got a solid midfield in Rodri, Fabian Ruiz, and Pedri, man. Spain have just been playing so well. They're very well balanced and they're playing very good football. I'm very, very, very happy with what I'm seeing. Like I said a few weeks back, going into the tournament, I'm not going to lie, I didn't give Spain a chance. I said they'd be lucky to go past the quarterfinals. I said the furthest they could go is to as the quarterfinals. Now, granted, they could go out now because they've got Germany, but we'll see what happens. But so far, I have to put my hands up and say I've got it wrong. Spain have been balling out. They've been the best team in the tournament, if you ask me. Germany are a close second, but Spain have been the best team. You know. But anyways, moving on to my prediction as to what I think is going to happen in this game. Like I said, you've got two juggernauts, the best sides in the tournament so far for me, in Germany and Spain. And if it was any other nation that Spain was coming up against, I'd say Spain go through. Easy. Easy. Because we've seen the other countries, big nations, are stinking it out, like France, England, Netherlands. They've just been poor. So they haven't been that interesting to watch. But these two nations in particular, in Spain and Germany, have been brilliant. So if you ask me who's going to go through between Spain and Germany, it's a tough one. I can't lie. It's a really, really tough one. Like I said, if it was any other nation, like France, England, Netherlands, or even Portugal, I'd say Spain would go through. But it's Germany, guys. It's Germany. They're in home soil. They want to win the trophy. They want to win the trophy. They surely want to win the trophy in their home nation. I mean, they're the hosts. So due to that fact that Germany have been playing very well as well, even though they're second, they haven't been playing better than Spain, don't get me wrong, but they have been playing very well. So given the fact that they've been playing well, and they are the host nation, I'm going to say Germany somehow edge it. Like it's going to be a close game. I don't see it's going to, I think both sides are very good and the attacks are also very good. So I think it might be a high scoring game. I wouldn't be surprised. If I'm being honest, I wouldn't be surprised to see the game go even go to extra time. I could see the game ending at 2-2 and then the game needing to go into extra time, which even in extra time, I can see them scoring a goal each to make it 3-3. Maybe it goes to penalty shootouts and maybe Germany go through. But what I think will happen is I think Germany will go through. Overall, I think they'll go through. I think it'll be a very tight game. I don't think anyone's going to win by a margin of more than 2 goals. I think it's going to be a 1 goal margin or two at most. But yeah, what I think will exactly happen is, but yeah, I think Germany will take this. I think they'll win it. It'll be close, but I'm going to go for a 3-3 draw. I'm going to predict a 2-2 draw in normal time between Spain and Germany. And then it'll go to extra time. Both sides will score. It'll be 3-3. It'll then go to penalty shootouts. And then Germany, with the crowd behind them, they'll bring it home. They will win the penalty shootout. And basically, Germany will progress to the semifinals. And that would unfortunately mean that we can't see Nico Williams and Lamine Yamal anymore for the rest of the tournament. But yeah, those are my thoughts on that game. But anyways, let's move on to the next fixture. We've got another one, two big nations in Portugal versus France. Now, this is a repeat of the 2016 Euros final, in which I think it was in France was it in France? Yeah, I think it was in France. But basically, Portugal beat France by 1 goal to nil. I remember that game went on to, if I remember correctly, I think it went on to extra time. And it was that guy, what's his name? The big, strong striker. What's his name? Was it Eder? I think it was Eder, guys. If memory serves me well, I think it was Eder. But anyways, I remember he hit a long-range shot, beat the goalkeeper, which beat Hugo Lloris at the time, which led to Portugal winning. I remember that game. Portugal, Cristiano Ronaldo got injured in that game. I think it was early in the first half. He got injured and had to be replaced, and he was crying on the sidelines. By the time the game ended, he was basically like an extra coach. He was cheering the team on, trying to motivate them and urge them towards victory. But yeah, man. Like I said, we've got the repeat of the final, and if you're asking me for my honest opinion, I think both countries have sucked. Well, not Portugal, so not so much Portugal. Like the first two games in the group stages, Portugal played very good football. They played very, very well. It's only when it came to the last game of the group stage where they already knew they had qualified and topped the group that I think they even I'm not quite sure. Yeah, they did. They rotated their squad. You saw the players who were in basically the team B, they got to start that game. And of course, Cristiano Ronaldo also started the game. I don't even know why he started that game. He should have been arrested for that game. But anyways, he started that game, and then Portugal were basically rubbish. They were rubbish. The whole team didn't play well. What's his guy's name? Roberto Martinez. I don't know how this guy keeps on getting these big jobs. Like his CV is not that great. He wasted Belgium's golden generation, and if Portugal aren't careful, Martinez is gonna waste their golden generation as well. I'm telling you, this guy's not good, man. He's not. I mean, we're talking about a guy who managed to was it Wigan Athletic back in the Premier League all those years ago, close to 10 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, he's their coach, and like I said, the past two games they haven't played well. I mean, we saw them struggle to beat Slovenia yesterday, man. It just didn't look so great. Cristiano Ronaldo looked so bad. Honestly, he was so subpar. He was just yeah. No, the long range free kicks. The team wanted to go through him every time. It wasn't working, man. Even when chances. The thing about Portugal is when they play Ronaldo, all the players just want to pass it to Ronaldo. Even in situations where they should be taking the shot themselves or giving it to someone else, they prefer to give it to Ronaldo, which basically kills their attacks because half the time he's marked and you can't do anything about it. You know. But anyways, we've also got France, who again they're serial winners. They really are. They've won the World Cup. They won the other ones, the Confederations Trophy. I'm not sure what it's called. They've won that as well. And the only thing that's missing now for France is the Euros. Of course, I think they've won it before. But I remember I saw a quote from Mbappe saying that he's already won the World Cup and the other Confederations Cup, so he just wants to win the Euros now to basically complete the set of international trophies. So they're very, very good players, very, very, very good. Some would even say they've got the best player in Kylian Mbappe. But to be honest, they've also been poor, man. France have been poor. They've been very, very, very poor. I mean, I think they only won one game in their group stage and then drew the other two. Only one French player has actually scored in this tournament. The rest have been own goals from the opposition. Like, they just haven't been convincing. They really, really, really have not been convincing. Like, even when they beat Belgium yesterday, it wasn't like there was vintage France. They were all over them, dominating. Yes, they had the better chances. But just before France scored late on, Kevin De Bruyne had a chance to score a big goal and send Belgium through to the quarterfinals. But unfortunately, it was a tame shot, so the keeper was able to save it. You know, so given the fact that, like I said, these two nations have been very boring, I think this game is going to be another stinkfest. I can see it being a stinkfest. Look, like honestly, those two managers are very negative as well. So I honestly don't expect fast, pacey, side to side, type of football like from one end of the pitch to the other. Nah, I don't expect that. If I'm being honest, I just expect it to be boring, and I can see it being won by maybe a 1-0 or a 2-1. Like I can even see it going to extra time, being what 0-0, and maybe even going to penalty shootouts. But either way, I have to give my thoughts on and predictions as to think how I think this is gonna go. I think this one's gonna be it's tough. I can't lie. It's very tough. But I think Portugal edge it. I do. I think Portugal, like, in as much as I said Portugal haven't been great in this tournament, France have been worse. France have been awful, guys. They've been very, very bad. They've got world class players in Kylian Mbappe and some other top class players, the likes of Chouamini, Camavinga, Griezmann. All these guys, good players. At the back they've got Saliba, Upamecano, Kunate. All these guys are good players. Mike Maignan in goal, Teo Hernandez left back, Kunde right back. Solid squad. Kante in the middle of the park. But I don't know. I just in my mind I can just see Portugal going through somehow. I don't think they'll be great. I don't think Portugal will play well, but I think Portugal will go through. Honestly, I think they will. I think France have just not moved me. Like, don't get it twisted. I predicted France to win this tournament. I did in the beginning. I said I can see a final of Germany versus France, and due to the individual brilliance of maybe Kylian Mbappe, I can see him dragging France over the line and actually winning the trophy. But based on what I've seen so far in this tournament, he hasn't looked like he's been sharp. And it's not just because of the injury. Even before he broke his nose, he wasn't looking like like it wasn't looking like it was at his best, So again, I think they're gonna struggle to beat Portugal, and I can see Portugal winning this one. It's gonna be a close score, so I'm gonna go for a. Again, I think it'll go to extra time this game. I think it'll be. I think I'm gonna go for a 2-1 win for Portugal. 2-1 win for Portugal. It's going to be a 1-1 in normal time. It'll go to extra time, and Portugal will score the second goal. And I can see Cristiano Ronaldo being the one to get that second goal to send Portugal through to the semi-finals versus Germany. So yeah, those are my thoughts on that game. I think Portugal will beat France by 2-1 in extra time. And moving it on to England versus Switzerland. Now, I've just been talking about boring nations in France and Portugal, but guess what? We've got an even worse team, an even more boring team in England. Gareth Southgate's England. They are awful. So bad. So bad. So bad. Like, they literally play the worst football in the tournament. So boring. But guess what? In as much as Switzerland have been playing well, Granit Xhaka has been doing his thing. Xherdan Shaqiri doing his thing, getting his cameo off the bench and coming up with a thunderbolt. I still don't think they get past England. In as much as I'm saying that Southgate is negative, he plays boring football, he's still playing Phil Foden out of position and the left wing instead of in the midfield. He's benching players like Cole Palmer. He's only started playing Kobe Mainu now, who, by the way, was their best player against Slovakia. But anyways, like with England, there's just so much going on, man. So much is wrong. Palmer is being left on the bench for Bukayo Saka, who he's been alright, but he hasn't been great. Palmer has looked better when he's been put in the right wing position. Play Cole Palmer. Bukayo Saka, he might be forced to play left back. He might, because it looked like Kieran Trippier was injured. So Saka might be forced to play left back for England if Luke Shaw is not fit. If Luke Shaw is fit, then you play Shaw. If not, you play Bukayo Saka. It is what it is. Arsenal fans are not going to like it, but hey, it is what it is. He hasn't been performing at right wing slots, so put Cole Palmer there and put Saka left back. But having said all those negative things about England, about how Southgate is misprofiling players, I still think England will go through. Honestly, I think England will go through. By hook or by crook, England will still manage to go through. They've got too many good players for them to not go through. You saw how clutch they came. Jude Bellingham in the 95th minute, bringing that Real Madrid juju with him. Because let's be honest, only Madrid do such things, scoring a big goal in the last minute just to save their skin and end up going to win the whole game. That's exactly what it did for England. So like I said, even though Switzerland have been good throughout the tournament and England have been actually poor, I think Switzerland will get knocked out. England will win, like I said, by hook or by crook. They're going to be negative. They're going to be poor. They're going to play terrible football. They're going to get outplayed by Switzerland. But again, England will still go through. As for my score prediction, I'm going to predict a 2-1 win for England. Yeah, I'm going to predict a 2-1 win for England. And again, for a third game in a row, I think it's going to go to extra time. I think it's going to be 1-1 in normal time. It'll go into extra time, and then England will score a second goal in extra time. They'll win by 2-1 to progress to the semi-finals. And then when it comes to the last game of the quarterfinals that we've got the Netherlands versus Turkey. Now, I'm not going to lie. I was a bit disappointed when Turkey beat Austria. Not because I've got anything against Turkey. I like Turkey. I've been loving them. But my proper dark horse was Austria. I thought Austria would actually go through. I thought they would beat Turkey, but hey, Turkey were very good. The fans were very, very good. The atmosphere. I said it after day one in the Euros. I said the Turkey fans are something else. They create a very, 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 very hostile atmosphere, and it almost seems like it's a home game for Turkey, But anyways, besides that aside, they've actually been playing very good football, and they deserve to win the game which they won tonight against Austria, So we've got Turkey versus Netherlands. And again, I'm not going to waste too much time. I didn't watch the Netherlands game, but I saw they won by 3-0. Apparently, Cody Gakpo was on fire again. So big up to him. This guy always seems to step up for his country. I mean, I remember he scored 3 goals for the Netherlands in the last World Cup, even though the Netherlands were rubbish, you know. He scored 3 goals, and then this tournament already, he's got his 3 goals already. Like, he always seems to step up for his country when it comes to the major tournaments. So big up to Cody Gakpo for that. But like I said, but anyways, when it comes to this game, who do I think is gonna go through? I think it's gonna be a big shock here. I know most people are expecting the Netherlands to go through, but I'm telling you, Turkey have got something in store for me. Turkey have got something in store for me, and I'm telling you, I can see Turkey winning this game. It's going to be a shock win for Turkey. This is the one game which won't go to extra time. I think it's going to be won in normal time, and I think it's going to be a 2-1 win to Turkey. I can see Gakpo scoring one for the Netherlands, and then I can see my boy, star boy, Ade Guler scoring 1 goal, maybe getting a goal and an assist. I'm not quite sure who scores the other goal, but I can see Guler getting heavily involved in that game and having a big say. So I'm going to predict a shock win for Turkey versus the Netherlands. And that would mean that my semi-finalist would be Germany versus Portugal on the other side of the bracket. And then on the other side, we would have Turkey versus England. But yeah, anyways, those are my thoughts on the upcoming quarterfinals. And let me know if you agree or disagree with anything that I said. And if you haven't already, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys soon. Peace.